Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for today. This one's going to be the debut of a brand new series on the channel here. We're going to start doing reviews. Can't believe it's finally time, but the brand new Walking Dead series has started to release. The Walking Dead World Beyond is making its series premiere tonight, and of course we're going to do our review. We're going to discuss, we're going to talk about it. What do we think of this very first episode of The Walking Dead World Beyond? This one's going to review Season 1, Episode 1, the pilot.
This is about survival.
The end of the world was our beginning.
Alright guys, so the pilot for The Walking Dead World Beyond has officially released, and I definitely want to give my thoughts on it because this is the debut of the brand new show. It is going to be only 2 seasons, however, it's very, very exciting that we have a new Walking Dead TV show on, as well as the Season 10 finale of The Walking Dead. So check out that review for The Walking Dead Season 10 finale. Now it's time for us to do our, spoiler-filled review for The Walking Dead World Beyond. So after a long time, it's been like a year that they've been advertising this show, even more than that, honestly, and we finally have seen this episode now. So, what are my thoughts? What did I think of it? I liked it. Listen, there were a few flaws with it, absolutely, but it was a lot better than I actually thought it was going to be. That's the first thing when I finished the episode, the first thought I had was like, wow, it's a lot better than it looked. Like, honestly, it was actually really good. And I feel like this is going to be, with the finale of The Walking Dead, I feel like a lot of people are going to agree with me. I'm really wondering what people are going to say in my comments section of this review, Dan, what are you talking about? This episode sucked. I just know those comments are coming. But, at least in my personal opinion, I liked it. I didn't love it, but I liked it. I really did. I thought there was some really good stuff in it, and it set up something really good, I think. So, yeah, really cool stuff. So, this episode, very, very awesome. This is the pilot series. This is our first episode that we were going to review, and if you're wondering, if you're new to the channel, subscribe because we review every Walking Dead TV show episode that there is, whether that be The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, that's next week, or The Walking Dead World Beyond. We review every single Walking Dead episode, so just to let you guys know about that as well. But, and that's including World Beyond. We're going to review every episode of World Beyond, especially since there's only 2 seasons, absolutely. So, okay. We start this episode off, and we see some walkers. Now, here's my one flaw with this episode. The drawing stuff on the walkers, cut that crap out. I don't even like that. But basically, Iris is having nightmares of when the world fell apart, which is now 10 years. 10 freaking years that this thing has been going on. Just crazy. And the world has just been, destroyed pretty much since then. But basically, yeah, we get to see our characters. They're living a pretty normal life in this place. And you've got, kind of the introduction kind of to get you really excited for this show. You've basically got, Hope, and she hides into one of the vehicles or whatever. She hides, like, under, like, the bus or whatever. And you've got Iris and them that are going to meet, the CRM that are going to be showing up there, today. So basically, they're on their way there. You've got, Huck or something, I think is her name. And basically, and you've also got, Felix, of course, and we kind of have the introduction to our characters here. And they meet up with, the CRM. So, at first you see the Civic Republic sucks ass. That's the first thing you see. And then Iris is like, I can fix it, and then I see the helicopter land, and I'm just like, holy crap, you better, like, fix it up, quickly here, But basically, you have, the leader of the CRM group that basically steps out. Now, this is a sneak peek we saw, and according to what she says, they could only spare 1 helicopter. Elizabeth is her name. Somebody from the Civic Republic military, which is CRM, if you're wondering, that's what that means. Civic Republic military. And basically, we have Hope that gives her the finger. And it's like, oh, okay, what's going on here, And I actually didn't expect for them to do it to where we haven't seen their father leave. I thought we would see their father in this show leave, and then things would happen, I'm kind of shocked that they didn't even show their father leave in this episode. He's already just gone and helping the CRM, and obviously Hope's a little skeptical. She's like, where's my father? What's going on? Why aren't you telling me this stuff? And I'm behind her completely. I completely get Hope's perspective on this. Iris is being too nice. I'm sorry, she's being too nice. She's keeping the peace, absolutely, but Hope is honestly in the right here. You can't tell me that I just can't see my father and you're not telling me where exactly he is. No, you tell me where he is, you tell me what he's doing. That's simple, you know? It's just, I don't know. That to me is crazy. But basically, he's sharing his knowledge, I guess, maybe for some kind of cure, which is kind of brought up in this. So, very, very interesting. And, yeah, interesting. So, we've got Hope, of course. She meets up with, the bigger kid, which I'm gonna have to remember. I'm trying to remember his name, and for some reason, the guy's name just can't, stay in my head. So, if you guys can remember his name, please let me know in the comment section. I'm still learning some of these characters' names, but the quiet guy or whatever, I'm forgetting his name right now. But basically, a flaw I had with this episode is the intro. It's just so plain. I mean, I didn't like it. I'm just gonna say it's a little plain. I'm not digging that, to be honest. But because I was like getting ready for a really awesome like intro for World Beyond, but no, we didn't get that. So I guess that's that. But basically, the CRM in this episode take a huge focus, which I was very, very surprised about. But basically, you have Hope and Iris that are basically living on their own, and Felix is kind of, I guess, kind of responsible for them, it looks like. And we basically have their father that's off, Felix that's kind of, kind of looking after them. And I do like Felix as a character so far. I really do like him. And basically, we get to see pretty much right away in this episode that, Hope is, she has like this, she has like all this like alcohol or whatever that she has, and she kind of gets in trouble for it. And Iris basically, kind of gets her out. And Felix just wanted to make her like sit in there to think about what she did and stuff like that. So I like some of that stuff. That stuff was really good. And basically, our characters are living a pretty, decent, life. It almost looks like. Now, the one thing that threw me off, and I have to mention it because it really, really threw me off. In the original trailer that we saw for The Walking Dead World Beyond, it was like an older lady that said, "This is your life," right? If you guys remember her. Did they recast her or something? Because they had to have, because she's dressed in the same clothes. She is acting the exact same, but they recasted that lady. That threw me off 100%. Am I not the only one that noticed that? Like, I don't know. If you guys remember seeing the first ever trailer for The Walking Dead World Beyond, it was an older woman that said, "This is your life. We have this amount of people here." So that just threw me off completely. I was like, okay, so you're going to show in the trailer of this show an older woman that is not even really the real actress that's going to play the character when the show actually comes out. That was weird to me. I don't know. That really just threw me off completely. But anyway, I don't know. That is what it is, I guess. But yeah. Now, another scene that I really, really enjoyed in this episode was basically we get to see Iris and Hope, and basically you have the Elizabeth character that talks to them, and it almost seems like Iris is trying to keep the peace, but then Hope, she just tells her straight up, "I don't trust you. I don't have to stand here and listen to this." And Hope just kind of sees through Elizabeth that you're bad. You're bad people. You're doing all this stuff. You're coming in here with all your helicopters. All these people are going missing, Rick. And it's just like, okay, and I'm completely on Hope's side with this. I'm sorry, Iris. Speak up. That's your father. You have the right to know where he is. That's definitely one thing I think that I'm siding more on Hope's side than Iris. Iris was too nice. I'm sorry, she just simply was. I get it. Iris wanted to keep the peace and all that kind of stuff. But if that was my father, I would be just like Hope. Be like, no, you tell me where he is. Like, seriously, that's ridiculous. So, yeah, and Elizabeth I feel like Elizabeth, she's just like, okay, these girls are on to me, but at the same time, like, I'm kind of impressed. Like, she kind of had that look on her face, and Elizabeth is a character so far, and as we know by the end of this episode, as a villain, it's seeming like, I like her. I think she's gonna be a really good villain, and I like how she's kind of like the governor, where she puts on that nice, whatever, and then at the end of this episode, you find out, oh no, she is bad. Her people, the CRM, they are bad. So I like that part of things. Now, we also have Hope that's training with Huck and stuff, and basically she kind of, says that, she's training, but obviously they're training how to, maybe at some point fight walkers if they ever need to, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I really like how in this episode we see the Karate Kid, who I'm also forgetting his name right now, but basically, you know, she really kind of, Hope, we notice she's going through a lot, you know. She has these flashbacks of when the world fell apart, and it's kind of, you know, messing with her a little bit. And I really just like how they're showing those flashbacks, and you have to watch the whole episode to kind of find out the full story of what happened and where their mom is too, which is very interesting as well. But basically, we have, you know, Iris and Hope that basically meet up with the CRM lady once again, and, you know, she's just like, oh, well, your father's in, you know, somewhere in this, you know, somewhere in New York, which is very interesting that Elizabeth, you know, kind of let them know in what area their father is in, and she says that she's a bit drunk, I guess, so I guess that's why she's doing it, which is okay. But yeah, and it seems like, according to what she said, that if I tell you exactly where your father is, I could go to jail, that type of thing. So, strict rules when it comes to the CRM. And another interesting thing when she said that, she's not even the leader of the CRM, which is another interesting thing, because I didn't actually think of that when I saw the trailers. It seems like she's not in charge of the CRM at all. She's somebody that's got like a big role, probably, but she's not in charge of the CRM. So I'm very interested to see who is, and if we find that out in this show. So that's very interesting as well. But basically we have, you know, Hope that, you know, she and Iris, they get drunk, I guess, and basically Iris has to give this speech the next day, and she goes into that woman's office, and she's dead, and she's a walker, and it's just like, oh wait, okay, so who killed her? And I was really kind of thrown off by that, and I still can't stand how they recasted her. That's just crazy to me. But basically, Hope, you know, you know, and you know, Felix and you know, Huck and the rest are in the audience, and you know, basically, Iris gives her speech. Now, this scene was really good because she just says it in front of everybody. I do not trust you, you know, and she looks at Elizabeth and stuff like that, and she's like, I don't trust you, that type of thing. And yeah, very interesting that she just says that on her speech. So we have Iris and Hope that decide that they're gonna, you know, maybe leave and go find their father. You know, he's somewhere in New York. We have a destination now. And you know, like Hope's like, maybe we won't even make it. And you know, and Iris is like, if we get there, we'll be different. We'll be ready. And you know, and it's kind of like it doesn't matter how we get there, as long as we get there. And once we get there, we'll figure out how to get our father back. And it's just like, man, there's no way these kids are all going to survive if they're doing this. Like, man, this is, it's no way. But basically, Karate Kid and Quiet Dude, they basically decide that they're going to go with, you know, Iris and Hope to look for their father. And also because they, I guess, think that it's an interesting idea to see what's out there, see what the world really is. And stuff like that. Now, I would love to focus real quick on the flashbacks. Now, their mom basically is unfortunately killed by a lady that wants to take the truck, of course, and you have basically Hope that interferes, and as a result, their mom dies, and basically that's the end of Hope and Iris's mom. And Iris was with her dad, and Hope was there with her mom when she died, and that's just, yeah, crazy. And just that scene overall was just crazy. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, this show does have me pretty interested, because that was a crazy backstory scene. So yeah, absolutely. Now, we get to see our characters. They venture out. We have, you know, some pretty interesting music that kind of plays through here. I don't know if I like it, but it's interesting, I guess. And they kind of have to hurry up before Felix kind of is, you know, going to go after them. And as we see in this episode at the end, Felix and Huck are going to go after the kids, which is interesting. So we'll see how that goes. But this episode ends with a crazy Governor Woodbury style twist, which I loved. And basically that is that the CRM wiped out the entire community just after the kids left. And that is crazy. You just see all these bodies everywhere, and Elizabeth is a villain, and the CRM are villains, and we kind of knew they were, because obviously Rick hasn't been able to return, so we kind of got that vibe before, but now it's like fully like, oh yeah, they're bad. So, absolutely crazy. And basically the CRM's just like, you know, the kids ran, and she's like, you know, good, you know. And it's just like, wow, like, where does this go from here? I have no idea. But this was a really good pilot episode, guys. I gotta say. Overall as an episode, it's an 8 out of 10. I had a couple flaws. You know, I think that the acting could be a little bit better, but I was okay with what they did in this one. And I think they could have had a better intro for World Beyond. It was a little plain in my opinion. The recasting that one lady lady was really weird to me, and the music at the end was just a little iffy for me, but I still really liked the character development they used in this. Elizabeth as a villain, the CRM wiping out this entire community at the end was just insane to me, and now that our characters are out, what's going to happen? And also now that Felix and Huck are out, that community is destroyed, so they can't go back home. So they are stuck out there, which is just crazy to me. Wow. So, yeah. I'm going to end the review here. Absolutely awesome episode, and I am very excited, actually, for episode 2 of The Walking Dead World Beyond. I like this episode a lot, but that's enough from me. What did you guys think of the pilot for The Walking Dead World Beyond? A new series, the first review we've ever done for this show. What do you guys think, and who are your favorite characters? For me right now, after this pilot, I'm going to say Hope is my favorite, and Felix is a runner-up. That's where I stand right now. Hope is a really great character. She's smart, and she just knew the whole time. I just love that. And, you know, Felix is a character. I love how he's trying to protect them, and I love how he's trying to do what, you know, their father wished, is that to protect the kids and stuff. And I like him. He's a really good character so far. So, absolutely awesome. So, anyway, guys, what did you guys think of the pilot for World Beyond? Out of 10, how much would you give these episodes, both the Season 10 finale that came out, of course, earlier tonight, and the pilot for The Walking Dead World Beyond? What do you guys think? I definitely want to hear you guys, you know, all your opinions in the comment section below, and we will be back for our reviews, of course, for not only Fear the Walking Dead Season 6, Episode 1 next week, but The World Beyond Episode 2 of Season 1. So, anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Write your comments in the comment section below. If you guys are new here, click the subscribe button. Miss any of my weekly reviews for The Walking Dead World Beyond. The show is on now, guys. Very awesome. Very excited to see what you guys think about this one. And of course, follow Dan's Walking Reviews on Instagram, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon for another Walking Dead video and another video for The Walking Dead World Beyond. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Anybody out there?